YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to the Dad's Flat Toy Review. Today we're going to be taking a look at 3 water toys. One being a penguin clockwork toy item, and the other being a couple of swans from the Flip British Wildlife Collection toy range. In fact, all of them are going to be Origami toy reviews, obviously. So anyways, let me just go ahead and grab the webcam. No need to take a look at the winter weather outside because we've already seen it before. And yes, hopefully it's going to be another perfect start for me because hopefully we're not going to be interrupted by Trackmaster Luke this time because he's in the background and I'm in the foreground while using the webcam, obviously. Now, of course, yes, I wonder which set should I look at first. Maybe this one here. Oh, very, very nice. Okay, so it looks like the, oh, yes, it's a Flip Origami British Wildlife Collection. It's one pair versus black-headed Gull feeding frenzy over bread and bagels and real scale 12-pack. And you know what I'm meaning about real scale? Well, these guys here are much smaller. See those seagulls there? They're much smaller than that there. That is, of course, the Swan. If you know what I mean. Of course, it costs about £12.99 or £13. And let me just show you the back of the packaging there. It looks like the Swan has dropped this jammy bread slice. That's what the back of the packaging tells me. And it looks like these guys are just there to pretty much... Oh wow, look at that. These seagulls are pretty much ganging against that Swan. Looks like they're gonna pretty much gang up together against this Swan who's pretty much snitched off a bread. How weird is that? Maybe I could have done a lot more, you know, detailing to represent physics. But I'm just too lazy. Anyways, let's see what they look like. Yeah, for a bit of a moment. Oh yeah. I think, do I have any more? Oh, I think that's it. Okay, so apart from the fog in my throat, which always happens every bloody morning, obviously. Okay, so let's take a look at the swans. They all look pretty much mundane looking. There's nothing much special about swans apart from the fact that they are just so glorious looking birds, as you can see. There's of course the bottom, and that's what it says, Swan. And there's another one there as well. Both of them have got like pretty nice looking eyes of brown, I suppose. That's the colour, of course. And there's the other side of it as well. Maybe he or she, I really don't know. I suppose in male swans, I think the males are pretty much more interesting to look at because not only they're quite intimidating, but I think the part that really catches my eye is probably the black knob. And that's why we often call, you know, blacks, you know, actually that's why we call male swans with a black, thick, soft knob on the front of its beak, or between its beak and head, or located between the beak and the head, is pretty much thicker, I suppose, eh? Yeah. Obviously, male meat swans have got a very highly big pronounced black knob. That's why, yeah, it's so different to that of a female. Obviously, there's a bit of sexual dimorphism going on with both of these birds, obviously. Okay, so let's take a look at the Bagel. Nothing much special. Looks like one of those bloody light boys to me. Oh well. There it is. The next is this one here. It's a jammy sliced bread. There you go. It's a slice of bread with jam in it. That's a bit of a fake one, obviously, eh? Originating from some sort of weird sandwich of all sort. Of course. Okay, so sorry if I'm being a bit rough with speaking like that because of my foggy throat. Anyways, we've got one of the black-headed gulls in wintering plumage. Obviously, one of the best things about this guy here is that look at the detailing on the head, and also the what's that called? The dark brown. It actually is a brown spot right behind the eye. They look like headphone markings, of course. Weird, isn't it, eh? But they look quite nice. And there's the other bird here as well. Looks like his beak has seen better days. And there you go, his beak is better now. And if I turn it to the other side, look at that. How cool is that? I have to say, maybe I could do a summer plumage one if I've got some time, eh? Which You know, the ones that have got like the pure chocolate brown heads. Yes, obviously, it's not too bad, I suppose, eh? I mean, it's a little bit hard to paint up something pretty much, you know, so small. It's quite weird. An artist would pretty much need some sort of magnifying glass to, I would just say, come in and clarify, or sort of, you know, clearly verify and just, you know, re-illustrating the bits that it really needs. I don't know how sloppy the eye is. I don't know if I can see it from the other side. I can see the eye though, but it's not doing its focusing. Nah. And let's take a look at the other seagulls here. They're actually very tiny little eyes there on these seagulls here. Would have been more easy if I added googly eyes, but then, yet again, it would have broken the realistic rules of detailing, obviously, because black-headed gulls have got like brown eyes. That's how, what I can actually remember. You know, birds don't normally tend to have like brown eyes. They can have any colour of eyes on whatever they want to be. There you go, there's the other one here. I think this is our last black-headed gull. I don't know how good the refinement on these birds are pretty much done, but I've got a funny feeling. Yeah, I do have mixed feelings about these birds in terms of detailing, but nevertheless, in terms of design, they actually look great. Obviously, in the way they're being shaped, malformed, if that's another word I suppose, hey? And there you go, it looks pretty nice. And it's also quite a great feeding frenzy scene. Oh yeah. Pretty awesome, eh? I would have never thought of running out of ideas, but no. Luckily enough, my ideas are straightforward and back home. Oh yeah. Okay, next up. Speaking of swans, we're going to be taking a look at this one here. It's another flip-flop Origami British Wildlife Collection toy. Once again, it's on the theme of swans, called the Adult New Swan Feeding Frenzy Overbred 12-pack. £13. Yes, just simply £13. Crockies, a lot of flip-flop toys tend to have random prices, don't they? They certainly do. And there you go, looks like the swans are pretty much courtshiping. Reminds me of that Valentine's Day product last year that I did though, eh? Well, let's see what you get for your money. Oh, yes. Luckily enough, I don't often talk. I've got a funny feeling, maybe change my mind just to not talk whenever I unpack components from one product, I suppose, eh? And there's the bread. My crikey's, that really is a hefty lot of bread though, eh? It's a hectic lot of bread though, obviously, because, you know, a lot of bread in the water would be a hefty find if you're caught feeding them, feeding the birds and other whatnot. Crikey's, and I suppose they look like white bread to me. I always thought, wow, can I do like brown bread? Maybe in a future product, I suppose, I think. But they look quite nice. And yes, the swans, certainly I have to say, they're just stock standard overall mute swans. There's the names. Okay, there they are. Just very stock standard. I mean, they don't have licensing info, but they're just pretty much the same stock standard swans that you get on those sorts of toys. And there you go. So look at that! It's just a line of swans. Look at that! It's just the bloody same critter again. Like crikeys, I don't know why. I just hope Trackmaster Luke doesn't clobber their tails. Hopefully for me. And I should start to take a look at the other side as well. I mean, look at their faces. They're just pretty much the same. No! Trackmaster Luke is about to ram towards their tails. But you know what? That was just a mundane looking product. Looking at swans, I've seen better. I mean, I've seen so many swan themed products, but I've just seen better. Maybe I should do like a swan uppery themed product. You know, baby swans reunited with their mothers and fathers. But anyways, let's move on to our last of our products. It is, of course, the flip-flop Origami Penguin Clipboard! Stranded penguins on ice floe! And Lifeguard Rescue 12-pack set. There you go. It costs about £12.99. I would have set it up to a much higher price than that. And there you go. There's the bloody back of the packaging there. Looks like these penguins. Oh my god. Those eyes! Oh my god, my crockies! When have I ever seen these eyes before? That is just so strange. Looks like the eyes are gonna be freaky though, eh? Oh, warning kids. Don't watch this. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, very quick unpacking! A little bit like a quick unboxing shot. Okay, so what do you get? You get like 2 of these box units that represent the ice flows and whatnot. And we've got like 5 penguins, and in fact, I've never done a playset that contained 5 penguins. Normally I just do 5 packs of penguins, like I did back in September. I should do, you know, like a 12 pack of penguins. How about that one, eh? In all sorts of random colours and whatnot. That's the ice flow, and what you can do is load your penguins like so. And actually on the back of the packaging it actually told me that there's one of the penguins here which is actually yellow but wears a lifeguard vest. So there's the back of the packaging there, and as you can see there's a yellow penguin wearing a lifeguard vest. There you go. Looking like that. Riding on a motorboat. Was it a speedboat? I can't really remember. Okay, so you put your penguins here. And I suppose with Life Buoys, it's the sort of tool that helps to aid penguins swimming. And I'm just pretty much adding penguins onto the ice floe, no matter how good or bad they look. Oh my crikey, look how contorted they are. I mean, look how isolated and contorted when they're this close. It reminds me of that one. I mean, penguins are clumsy guys, eh? I mean, as I'm being not really that sarcastic at the moment though, they're quite clumsy birds. And yeah, that's how I remember. Oh, look at that, he's almost close to death, that blue one. Now, why they're all smiling? It feels like we're getting the same bloody face again all the time. Anyways, here is the Lifeguard Penguin. There goes the yellow penguin with a lifeguard vest. As you can see, it says Lifeguard on the front here. And there you go, very nice red vest or apron to represent, you know, a life guardian, I suppose, eh? And we've also got some life buoys. There you go, 4 life buoys from the lifeguard. Looks beautiful in the way they've been designed. The white is pretty much done via stickers, so yeah, doesn't matter, eh? Yeah, it's a very nice refinement of what I would see at the beach. And yes, Club Penguin is pretty much one franchise that I've been hyper fixated with. Another thing I'm also fixated with, obviously Australia is another thing I also get fixated, or should I say hyper fixated. Anyways, here's the motorboat. Okay, looking at this motorboat, it's not as bland as I want to actually think of, because obviously, you know, it's an orange motorboat. Also, is it a motorboat? Why do I call it a motorboat? How weird is that, eh? The back there might be the motor here. I suppose that's why it's called a motorboat. There's no... Oh, very curiously enough, I can't see any seating detailing or motorboat designs like where the control is. But what you can do is pretty much fit in some penguins here. I don't know how many I could fit in. Maybe I need some penguins that need to be on the life buoy. Maybe give these 2 penguins a bit of a life buoy. And strangely enough, they actually do fit in so well. Look at that. My crikeys, I would have never thought they wouldn't fit in, but there you go. It would actually fit in super well. Go to the beach and stuff, eh? Is that the most realistic way of dressing up penguins? With life buoys and stuff, or is it just plastic pollution? I don't know. Sometimes the real solution to a problem might be a life buoy, but maybe it's better off with a motorboat and a lifeguard. There you go. What a very classy and fantastic looking set. Obviously, if he's not, how would you say it? If he's not rescuing, or if he's done with his job, then he'll just carry some life buoys. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Lifeguardian penguin carrying motorboat. Oh wait, actually a Lifeguardian penguin driving on a motorboat, carrying life buoys. There you go. Looking cool like that one, eh? How awesome is that? For such a set. Anyways, let's put these guys back in. And the motorboat and the life buoys. And also the ice flow. But before we can do that, let me try and, oh, there you go, disassemble that. Fold these like so. And I think that's about it in this whole video on YouTube. So we've got the lifebuoy seat and the motorboat. Strangely enough, that motorboat is a bit mundane. There's not much detailing on it, apart from the fact it's so bloody orange. But yeah, crikey's, I can't believe it. What a toy-bee, man. What a toy-bee indeed. And funnily enough, I would have never thought I would be speaking bloodily so fast. I would have been speaking so hectically fast. Oh my goodness me. Anyways, I've got a funny feeling I'm just having trouble to repack the product. But anyways, I think we're pretty much done. So anyways, if you really enjoyed in this very interesting trio of water-themed toys, please give this video a like, subscribe for more of our videos in the future, as always as usual, and as always, as again, as I've just already said it again, thanks for watching and bye for now.